Oh, it's Smash Bros. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about Smash Bros. Get hyped.
What's up, dude?
There.
Nate.
Tim, nice to
know,
meet
you're in the
you.
couch.
Oh, yeah, on the couch.
Yeah.
Can we
gave
get
you-
around
I
on
get the whole couch?
Yeah, you can lay down if you want.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, man.
So Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, it's a video game. It's happening. It is all my dreams coming true
All right.
in one package.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be making my dreams come true?
Well, I mean, it's my own dream as well, so I feel like we're on common ground. It's, I mean, it's mind-boggling the amount of characters that are in this game, and I'm a huge Nintendo nerd since my
I
childhood.
mean, when you
so
say the amount of characters in the game, you mean all of the characters.
exactly.
Like every character you could possibly imagine.
I have paralysis when I pause on the character select screen, just because, not because I'm amazing at all those characters, but mostly just because I want to be amazing at all of them, because I feel like I'm doing justice
Is
to
that
my
pressure?
childhood heroes
Yeah,
that
sure.
I played with.
Well, there's only one real answer. It's Pichu, obviously. The boy returns.
Getting KO'd by Pichu is probably the worst feeling in the world, and so as a result, he's very, very good to play as Pichu. Yes.
You haven't played against me as Pit yet.
Oh,
That'll
really?
be the most annoying thing you've ever done
Are
in
you
your
good?
life.
Are you good?
Here's a question for you. Going into this show, going into revealing this, no, I'm not good at all. But do you guys feel pressure like this might be, like, was there any anxiety coming out, or did you kind of like know in the back of your head, like, people are going to love this?
No, I knew. I mean, because I am the biggest critic of Smash Bros. Games. I've been playing them, since the very beginning, and so every new one that's come out, I'm like equal parts super excited the first time we get an early look at it, and then immediately I go and I'm digging through all my characters, and I'm like, has this person changed for the better? Do I have to relearn this other thing? I mean, I am like in there, and this one was nothing but good news from the jump. I mean, the first second you pick it up, you realize that it's just playing faster and smooth already. I mean, even at this point in development, it just feels good.
I love hearing you say all that stuff, because the first thing I did when we had our demo was I was like, I want to play as all the characters that I'm familiar with and see how they differ. What's the speed feel like? How would you describe this game in terms of comparing it to the previous 4?
Well, I mean, it's faster than 4. I mean, absolutely. And I think that because every character has been redesigned from the ground up with their movesets, it's automatically that cascades down, so you rebalance everything. So, you might have a character like, say, Zelda, who has a pretty significant change to her appearance, but her moveset is largely identical. And then you start digging into it, and you realize, her summoning the Phantom and sending it out, and you can basically send the Phantom out in pieces if you haven't charged it enough. Little subtle things like that. And then on top of that, the new mechanics that are true for all characters, you start incorporating that into your short hop attacks. Either you guys play as Zelda?
No.
So Zelda, have you ever been kicked by Zelda?
Oh, yeah. The back air?
The side kick.
Disaster.
So you can basically break that out by pressing jump and attack at the same moment. It's like instant. She's running, and then all of a sudden there's an instant toe in your gut, and you're getting KO'd. That just feels really, really good.
Yeah.
And then you have other characters that have whole new moves. I mean, Link in general has now, evil remote spam bombs.
Yeah.
That's if you're a Link player, you're gonna have to relearn your technique for how you're using bombs.
So Link is one character that I definitely noticed a lot of changes. No more hook shot, having when it's 0%, being able to shoot the beam, like that type of stuff. What are other characters that have significant changes like that?
Wow, I mean, there's a number of small ones that I think are actually pretty significant. And one of them I actually didn't even know about until I watched our character reveal. I don't know if everybody's watched on SmashBros.com. We basically have a little movie for each of the new characters, or each of the returning characters. And Dr. Mario, who I haven't really played that much in the past, now has a dunk. So you just down A in midair, he basically jams down with both feet, and it spikes players.
Oh, awesome.
And the way I play Smash Brothers, I mean, I want to win every match, but mostly I just want to dunk people.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if I can get a dunk
spike,
match,
man.
like, I'm
It's
done.
the most annoying thing.
And I haven't used Dr. Mario all that much in the past, because if I'm going to play as Mario, I want him with his forward smash dunk. Now, all of a sudden, I'm going to be able to go and play as
down
Dr.
A
Mario,
aerial, man.
Down A air is like,
business.
instead of doing the cyclone, he's basically dunking. So that's just one, but honestly, hopefully people have gotten a chance to grab their favorite character that we're showing at E3, and I guarantee you every single one of those is going to feel different, whether or not they have a brand new move or it's just their moves being rebalanced.
But
and
this is
tweaked.
always the thing that amazes me, right? Is I pick up my two characters that I like playing with. I'm terrible at this, by the way, but I love playing with Pit and Kirby, right? These are my two characters.
Okay.
Mostly because I can annoy people the most with these characters. But you pick them up, and it's weird that you guys are able to strike this balance between familiarity with obviously the obvious movesets, but it also feels like it's a new version of that.
Yeah.
Like, I likened it to, like, when you have a car that you really, really love, and then you get the newer version of that, you're like, oh, I didn't know it could be like this.
Yes, totally.
How do you guys strike that balance? How do you strike the balance of saying, like, what needs to change versus what you want to change?
I mean, it comes down to one thing, and that's Mr. Sakurai's vision, because he is a visionary. And obviously, he's a student of not only Nintendo games, but video games in general. And so when he's going to pick a move, it's not only, well, this move would fit in with his character's moveset, this move fits in with the balance of this character, so it's a fair fighter, but also, what is the history, what game did this get pulled from? What, like, one scene that happened in a Kirby game,
right.
Back in 1989 that I'm going to pull this one move in from? He thinks about all that stuff. And so it comes down to essentially him just having the vision for each character that combines something that's fun to play, but is also a little mini museum of that character.
I mean, I feel like that's the fan service in Smash Brothers has went back for the entire franchise, but really we started seeing it with Brawl, with the museum mode and being able to play the demos of the older games and all that type of stuff. And seeing as that's kind of evolved over the last couple iterations, to get here and see that trailer and like then show one character coming back next. And it hit a moment where I was like, oh my God, like they're really doing this. And it's like seeing Pokemon Trainer come back was such a shock. And then I said it earlier, but Pichu, that was the moment. Pichu was the moment that I'm like, they're not playing around.
Yeah, that's
like,
right.
It is literally everyone. And then you see Young Link, and I was just like, there was no chance of Young Link coming back. And like, I love that this is the ultimate Smash Brothers, and it seems like they're really trying to build towards that. Another thing I've noticed is that a lot of the stages have been shown in screenshots or in different videos, and it seems to be like every stage ever is coming back.
Well, I was talking about paralysis when I was trying to pick my character, but waiting to, you probably like analyzed videos and stuff and seen essentially how many stages are announced for this game. But when you actually see them on a single screen and you're sitting there hovering over it with your cursor trying to make some sense of it and pick something, that's when you know you're just not going to even ever be able to play all these. And not only that, there's 3 iterations of each of those stages, because there's the normal stage, then there's Final Destination, then there's a battlefield of each. So it's
I love, by the way.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh no, it's awesome.
It's awesome.
So we're running out of time, but I have 2 very important questions I need to know. The Final Destination that we got to see in the demo looked very similar to Battlefields. Is that the final one, or is there going to be an actual Final Destination?
It was just for the show version. Actually, Mr. Sakurai confirmed that for us, that there will be a Final Destination. This one is just themed after Battlefield for this show.
Awesome. I love that. And then second thing, there's a lot of quality of life things that are being added to this game in terms of like being able to turn off the hazards and a lot of long requested features like that. The one thing I want, and I'm sure you know Mr. Nintendo, to talk to him and let him know, can we somehow save a setting so that when you go to play, the default is stock and not time?
Oh, good question.
I'll run that up the chain.
Yeah,
right?
ask Sakurai himself.
Okay, that's the way I prefer to play too, so yeah, I'll prioritize it.
It's the right way to play. I'm not saying there's a right or wrong way to play, but it's the right way.
Yeah,
right definitely. No items, Fox only, Final Destination. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Oh no, thank you. Thank you. Pleasure being here.